Oh, well. What's going on, guys? Figured we'd do a little bit, just a short live stream and talk to you guys about this car that we're looking at the moment. So, you guys know I'm not a big Notchback fan. I think GTs are the way to go. I think they're just, to me, they're the nicer car. But to hear your opinions as to why we should buy this car that we're looking at right now. It's so let me go ahead and give you guys a little bit of context here. So the notchback we're looking at is it's $500 or best offer, and has no title at the moment, which we can get a title, and it has no interior, so it's completely stripped. Okay, so here's where I'm at with this. I need you guys to talk me into a coupe because I just don't like coupes. If I'm being honest, I've seen some that I like, and I'm not against them. Right? You know, everybody knows Andrew's got a coupe, and it's a nice car, but I just don't see, I guess, the draw to them. So for all you coupe guys, don't get your panties in a wad. Explain to me why that's a better option other than being light. Because I promise you, about 2 pounds of boost or another 25 shot of nitrous can overcome the weight difference between a coupe and a GT. Now, to me, a GT is iconic. That is an iconic Fox body. And I don't know. I see a coupe and I'm just like, I don't really have the parts for it as far as like extra quarter glass and interior parts as far as the back half goes. But if you really, really want to see a coupe on this channel, then convince me. Convince me and we'll go buy this thing. And then we'll do the best that we can do to get this thing somewhat running back on the road. So I will tell you guys this. If we do manage to come up with this coupe, and guys, we're at the lake right now, just so you know. So the kids are out in the water and they're trying to play and everything else. But if we do get this coupe, I want to stay with the patina deal. Put a nice set of wheels. We've got the 18-inch Celine wheels, Celine SE wheels. We'll probably put on it. Slam it on the ground, carburate it, 302 or 351, whatever transmission we've got. Guys, we've got the C4 that doesn't perform the best, but we can throw this C4 in the car if we need to, get it running under its own power. Because here's my outlook on this, right? When you get a car running that wasn't once running, when you get it running, you've saved its life. So at that point, we can upgrade transmissions. We can go back to a 5-speed if we want to. We can, if we put a 350, or if we put a 302 in it, I should say, we can put a 351 in it later. So I'm going to go ahead and read a couple of these comments and see what you guys say. What's going on? Uncle George in the house. 9-finger in the house. 4i GT. I'd love to have a 4i GT. MF Customs in the house. GT for the win. I agree, man. I agree. Look, I want to make GTs great again. They were the car to have back in the day. I don't know what happened, but the internet has screwed up stuff now. The GT was the car to have back in the day. So if you're playing off of nostalgia, which a lot of Fox body owners do, that was the car to have. Guys, it wasn't a coupe. Because if you remember, coupes didn't have tweed interior until, what was it, 91, I think it was. Coupes didn't even get tweed interior. So I'm not trying to be a coupe hater. I'm not. I understand. I need you, I got to stand my ground, right? You all stand your ground and you tell me how nice coupes are and, how basically shitty GTs are. So I've got to stand my ground, and I got to tell you that I prefer a GT over a coupe. But, can I go inside with you? I'm not going inside, baby. We're at the lake, so I mean, we're not really going to go inside and do that. You chose to take your bathing suit off and put regular clothes on, so now she wants me to go inside with her. All right, so let me read through a couple of these comments, okay? Bro, where's your shirt? I'm at the lake, guys. I mean, come on, man. Come on, we're at the lake. So no shirt today. I mean, if you can't get over that, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, do you want to see, like, no, you don't want to see it. Okay. What's going on? Let's see. Put a big Celine wing on it, Uncle George says. Coyote swap or turbo. A turbo 5.0 would be pretty cool, but I'm thinking about carbureting it. So here's the deal with this car that we're looking at. No title, which we can get a title. That's not a big deal, not a big issue. No dash, no interior, no console, no nothing, right? So if we do it, it'll be carbureted C4 probably for now if we did it, because that's what we have on hand. Now, I need you guys to understand before you start fussing about, oh, you should TKX, you should Turbo 351 or Coyote swap. But guys, this is a budget channel. Regardless of what some of these son of a bitches say out there in the world, we're still a budget channel, okay? And I can't just go out and do stuff like this. Regardless of what you might think, I can't go out and just, call up somebody and say, hey man, send me a Coyote engine with a TKX. It doesn't work that way. So we're kind of back to the shoestring budget type thing that we were gonna do when we first looked at the white LX that we had. Some of you guys that have been around on the channel for a while, we had a white LX that we were going to start on. It was rough, and we were going shoestring budget simply because we just did not have the money to do it. Well, things have changed a little. We can afford a little more stuff, but we got to keep the channel running, and we got other cars that we need to fix. The 65 needs to be fixed. So with that being said, we want to use what we've got. Guys, I'm talking the stock E7 heads, new gaskets. Outside of that, though, just using what we've got, right? So if we do this, it's not going to be like something that we just knock out of the park, right? This car is not going to make 1,000 horsepower. Hell, it'd be lucky to make 300 horsepower. Probably wouldn't. But it would be carbureted and probably a C4 for now. So how do you feel about that, knowing that? Also, it'd be a patina car. So if anything, we would, wet sand the car and satin clear coat it so that the car is basically preserved. As far as I understand, it doesn't have a lot of rust or anything like that. So you coupe guys, tell me why we should do this. What's the big draw? Let me scroll down here and read some of these. Thanks for all the videos. Thank you, Trent. I appreciate it. Send it to me. I still think a fun burnout car will be, that'd be fun, like David's car. Absolutely. Do a subscriber giveaway. Now, Uncle George, I did think about that. So if you guys would be interested in like a subscriber giveaway. Now, here's the deal. If we do a giveaway on this car, I'm not going to do much to it. Maybe put some headlights in it, a couple of little things here and there. Maybe even clear coat it, lower it, put a set of wheels on it. But it would be a roller. You would get this car as a roller because I just don't have the time to put into this thing and then do a giveaway. See, for a lot of people, their channel, maybe channels are different than mine. The way I look at things is my time away from my family to put into this stuff, what's it worth to me? Now, you might think views are everything, but views aren't everything. Having a car that my family can enjoy and my kids can watch, me work on and then see out in the yard, in the garage, in the driveway, to me that means more than doing a giveaway car and trying to make money off of it. Now, granted, I need you to understand, making money helps the channel. So we could do it like a giveaway or something, but I would need to do minimal work to this car if we chose to do that. So let me know now. I mean, would you guys be interested in me picking up this car, acquiring a title, maybe doing like a satin clear coat, put a set of wheels on it, and then charge for tickets, I guess you could say. Would you guys be interested in something like that? Listen, Cam. What? Camely's in there calling me. Do it for Dale. I mean, that would be a thing. So, where's your coconut drink? Yeah, I know, right? Okay. So, Murphy's Law says, man, I hadn't seen you in a while, man. I hadn't seen you comment. So, how about the car that we all helped build with spare parts? So we did that, Murphy's Law, and you remember this, because if I'm not mistaken, you were part of it. So the Calypso clone was one of those cars where I basically asked subscribers to pitch in, join in, whatever the case may be. and you send me parts. Here's the issue. We've got so many other things going on right now that I'm worried that if people start sending parts and I don't have time, I'm not going to be able to work on it, right? And I don't need to do that. Um, I did, I thought about this. So you guys just tell me. It's not going to hurt my feelings either way. And understand this channel's not about getting rich or anything like that. But we do need to make money to keep the channel going. So I need you to understand that before we proceed. But I thought about doing something, and I've never seen anybody do this, and I don't know if it could even be done. But doing something along the lines of, all right, we need a carburetor for the car. A carburetor and an intake, right? That's going to roughly cost us, let's say we search around, we find something used, 600 bucks. I don't know. I'm just throwing a number out. And we do not a GoFundMe, but where you can contribute either during a live stream or on videos. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but even on a regular video, you can contribute money. You can give money. And if we got to the goal, to the number that we had set out to match, if we got to that number, then we could buy parts for the car that we needed. And essentially, you guys would kind of be calling the shots on it to let me know if it's worthwhile doing or not. Now, that would probably come down to roughly $10 to $20 per person, you know, something like that, that was able to give away, to give money. Oh, sorry. You okay? So, I mean, would you guys be interested in something like that? Basically, again, the People's Fox. What, baby?
Have a snack.
Can you have a snack?
Yeah, and will you come in the house?
I'm not coming in the house right this second, but I will soon. I'll get you a snack in a minute, okay? All right. So, I can't really read all the comments right now, but guys, comment away and let me know if that'd be something you'd be interested in. In other words, you control the money. I tell you what parts we need. You guys control the money as to how quickly the car gets built. If you'd be interested in that, I don't know, let me know. We can do that. I wouldn't be willing to do that on one of my regular cars, right? Like my 65 or any of my other Fox bodies, nah. I mean, the channel itself can handle that. But if we start a car, another project, I'd be interested in doing something like that. Yeah, best interactive build ever. I agree. Do the People's Fox 2.0. I agree, 417 Fox. Do I hear waves? Yes, guys. We are at the beach. Or not at the beach, at the lake, I'm sorry. We're at the lake right now. You can see Memphis out there swimming at the moment. Look at her. So, we're chilling. The wife's not here yet, so I wanted to talk to you about this 4i car. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to go back and read through the comments because I know you guys are trying to convince me to get this coupe. I also have my best friend in this world, essentially, is interested in this car. So it may come down to me getting this car and selling it to him. It really kind of depends on the channel. Now, I know that like a coupe is going to get, it's going to get views. People love coupes, and it will be something different. Because I gotta love it, and I'm just not in love with coupes. I'm just not, like, coupes are last on my list of Fox bodies to own, but I think I could love one. I think I could. So you guys talk to me. Let me know why a coupe, other than being light. Let me know why we should get this car, and if you'd be interested in it. Because it's a big risk. It's not about the money. Here's the thing. You know, this car is only $500 or best offer. It's only like 8 miles from my house. It's not about the money. It's about me being interested in it. What I'm worried about is I'm not interested in a coupe. And I'm worried that as we start this build, I'm going to lose interest. A GT, man, I know those cars. I love them. I have parts for them already. A coupe, I really don't have any back half parts for a coupe. Well, I mean, I do have a convertible, which is basically a coupe. I'm sorry, guys, but it's basically a coupe. So I do at least have a trunk. What's going on, Mustang guy 6501? Hey, it's all good. I can respect your opinions. Yeah, now look, nobody take offense to the fact that I'm not a big coupe lover. Okay, here's why I do this, and here's why I say these things. Not bad mouthing or beating you guys down that love coupes, but here's why. Because the GT guys and the LX guys, the hatchback guys, get no love. They get no love. The coupe guys do get all the love. So I'm here to spread it around a little bit. So that's all it is. Don't take offense. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I love coupes, but there are some really nasty, awesome coupes out there in the world that I would love to own. Do you know that we're on a live stream? Do you know that? Look at the camera. Look. Okay. You realize that we're live right now and these people can see you? You don't? Well, we are. So you want to tell them anything? You don't want to tell them anything? Baby, give me just a minute, okay, and we'll go inside. All right. Guys, like I said, this was just kind of a quick live stream I figured we would do. So the kiddos are, Memphis is out there on her kayak right now. This is real life shit, though, guys. This is what we do, okay? We're just chilling. I got my shirt off. I know a lot of people are like, put a shirt on. I get it. But I don't give a shit. So, really, there's not much else to say. I do want to leave you guys with this. The 65 Fastback, aka the Gray Ghost, is the car that I, had whenever I was in high school. I love that car, and we are so close. As a matter of fact, I've got a video coming out for you guys. What's today? Got a video coming out for you guys next Monday on the 65 where myself, Michael, and Andrew were all working on the car, and we got some progress. Like, we actually got some stuff done. We made some progress on the car. So I'm really excited about driving that car and using it. I mean, here's the issue. If we get another Fox body, it's going to be, I know everybody says put it behind the shop. Here's the issue, though. If I get a Fox body, I'm going to want to push it to the front because I know more about Fox bodies than I do the first gen Mustangs. Now, although I drove this car in high school, I'm not super knowledgeable about them, okay? It takes me a lot longer on one of those cars to get work done than it does on a Fox body. So I'm worried that if we get this coupe, that it's going to move to the front of the line. We can't have another car surpass and move to the front of the line in front of the 65. The 65 is already like mad enough. I mean, it's going to start like throwing blows. I'm telling you, man. Hey, quit. Don't do that. She's rubbing dirt all over herself. So yeah, it's going to go to blows with the 65, man. So, but yeah, you guys feel free to comment. I can't read all the comments right now, but you guys feel free to comment, and I'll come back through later on this evening, and I'll look through here, and me and Miss Brutal will probably make a decision whether we want to pick this car up or not. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys ahead of time, my wife is not about another car, nor am I. I don't want to build another car. Can we be real for a second? When I started my channel, I went as hard as I could, as fast as I could. We knocked out work left and right. I did that so that you guys could trust me and what I say. I've always loved Fox bodies, but at the same time, I'm like, I've got to get on here and I've got to show these guys that we can do this, or else they're going to be like, who is this guy? Like, why are you talking about Fox bodies? We don't know who you are. We can't trust you. So I really, really knocked things out, and I went above and beyond even my knowledge, if you will. I went above and beyond to show you guys that I was who I said I was. Now, we've reached a point to where I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to build a car every year. What I want to do is connect with Fox body people and talk to you guys. That's it. Give you tips, tricks, talk about the old days, and just any new information that comes out about Fox bodies. That's really what I want to do. It's not so much about building the baddest car or the next car. I'm kind of past that. If you guys don't know, I've already dropped down to 2 videos a week. And that's because I've basically oversaturated my own channel with 3 videos a week. And I just felt like it wasn't necessary. So I've dropped back. The reason why I'm saying that is I don't feel like we have to have another car for the channel, nor do I really want another car for the channel. But if you guys really, really can talk me into it, I'd probably be up for one more. But remember, the 65, we got to paint, we got to do body work, we got to do interior work, and there's another engine setup coming for the 65. So here's the deal with the Gray Ghost. The engine that's in that car was built back in around 83 to 85 by my dad and a good friend of his, Michael Scarborough. That engine was built and running the car for a while. Now, back in the early to mid 90s, that car was a fast car. I mean, it really was. I watched that car outrun all kinds of stuff. It wasn't a race car, it was just a street car, but it's a high compression 289. So my thought process was, let's get this car back running and let's see how it stacks up to, say, a stock Fox body today, or something like Andrew's coupe, right? That's a little lighter weight with a camshaft and exhaust. That's the thing. I want to get that car to prove itself, and then after that, and we've had our fun with it, we can pull the engine out. We can build probably a stroker motor, because if you guys don't know, like a 351 does not fit well in that car. So we can do possibly like the dart block that's in the Calypso. I've not actually talked about this up to this point, but you guys are hearing it for the first time. I've thought about putting the engine out of the Calypso in that car, and hear me out. Here's why. Because we can get the cubic inches and the power we want out of that dart block. I'm good with a stock block. I am a stock block push rod pimp. I'm telling you guys, I love them. They'll make all the power that I need them to make. I don't need a dart block. I don't need 700 to 1,000 horsepower. I don't need that. So the goal is to get the 65 going, and then eventually probably pull the engine out of the Calypso, put it in the 65, and then put like a stock block turbo engine back in that car, and then really push the envelope and see how much boost we can make before this damn thing comes apart. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, so who said that? So Chip says that do the 65, that's where your heart is. It is. The 65 has been around as long as pretty much I've been alive. I was born in 78 or 70. Was I born in 78? Yeah, I was born in 70. I'm having to think. I was thinking 79, first release. But in 78, the Fox body was actually on the car lots, right? So that's kind of cool. So the year I was born, in June, they were probably hitting the car lots like that month. So that's pretty cool. But I was born in 78. And like the Gray Ghost has been part of our family pretty much ever since like the early 80s. So I'd like to get that thing back and get it going. That was something that my mom really wanted me to do before everything kind of happened with that. So she really wanted me to get on the 65 and work with my dad on it. So I think that's next on the list of things to do. So, but guys, I mean, seriously, if we need to get this coupe, we'll get the coupe, okay? You just got to let me know, okay, all right? Like, I'm so worried, and I've mentioned this before, but anybody that's just tuning in, what I'm worried about is getting this coupe and then forgetting about the 65, because I will push the Gray Ghost to the side in a heartbeat over a Fox body. And here's the reason why. Because I know those cars. I don't know a first gen as well. I have parts stacked up between my shop, Andrew's house, and all of our friends. We've got parts for any Fox body, and we can get one back on the road pretty much from scratch. So it'll move to the front of the line if I'm not careful. Do I want that? I don't know. I don't know if I want that. Man, a 351 notch would be cool, but definitely behind the 65. Shelby County, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And it was nice meeting you, by the way. Nice meeting you at Ford Takeover. Yeah, it's kind of where I'm at with this. 65 means a lot to me. It really does. Coupes are cool. Fox bodies are cool. But the 65 has something. It's just something different. Right? I mean, that was my first love, was the Gray Ghost. Was the first car I ever fell in love with. I drove that thing at 15 years old. I was driving it illegally. I actually, never mind, I won't even get into that. We'll just leave that for another day. I'll tell you some stories on the 65 later on. I was driving that car when I wasn't supposed to. It wasn't even roadworthy. It's a special car, guys. It really is. So, well, anyway, look, I know everybody's busy. You're probably at work right now or whatever. I'm going to go hang out with the kids. We're going to go get in the lake over here. I may do another live stream with you guys possibly tomorrow night, and we'll just do like a Q&A type thing, okay? It won't be all about me. But as you can see, I'm torn today. I'm really torn on this whole issue, and I'm going to read back through these comments, and you guys see if you can convince me into doing this or not. Remember, I'm not a rich man. It is what it is. Catch you guys in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.